welcome back to the Lost and Talks podcast. This is episode number 36. 36.
Welcome back.
36 chambers.
36 chambers. Hey. Oh my lord, is that a fucking spider? Oh my god.
All right.
Anyways, let's hop into it. Basically, but let me first. How you guys doing? How's the last couple of days been? How's the last week been since we talked?
I've been okay. I've been okay
with everything that that's going on. And
yeah. It's been it's been an emotional week for many groups of people, and
yep.
Just trying to support and take part in as much as I can with everything that's going on. And there's just a lot of conversations that have been brought up again, that needs to be addressed. And in a way, I'm glad that this is happening because it needed to happen sooner or later. You know what I mean? And it has before. There's been riots and protests about inequality of Black people in America and Canada and other countries as well. But I think this time is making a bigger impact than ever before. I think, like you said, Kevin, kind of leaving off, like continuing where we left off, decades ago, with the whole movement.
Yeah. How about you, Kevin? How you doing?
Yeah, just same. Just like a lot of absorbing and listening, and like Ian said, it seems like this is something that's just needed to happen, and it's great. It's good. You got to be careful with your words. It's necessary that this is happening right now.
Yes.
I was thinking about it today. Like, it's kind of funny. I was trying to think, because I saw on Instagram that Drew Brees was like, he made a comment about, I can't tolerate anybody who disrespects the American flag or something. And I'm like, no, not my guy Brees,
Yeah, I know.
And then I was thinking about it. It's like this, it's kind of like, we're just resuming, the progress that was so much more. People were a lot more active in the 60s and 70s because it was this new thing. And then it's kind of like, I feel like technology kind of just happened, and other things, just like economy started, there's just so many things that just grew out of the last 30 years that it just got pushed aside. And it's something that just needs to, for us to actually be able to move on. It's just something that needs to get nixed, because it's been this dragging on thing ever since slavery ended, where it hasn't ended. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't properly just,
Yeah, I feel you on that for sure. I'll say, just from my perspective, it's I love what's going on, man. Like, as much as it angers me and saddens me that it had to be like this, it's always been like this. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like cool, but this time, I don't know, like, it feels kind of different. I feel like a lot more people are on this, and I don't see the momentum really slipping anytime soon. I would say, at least for the next, I'm going to say at least a month. For this month, I don't see momentum slipping on what's going on in not only America, but all over the world, especially here in Canada. I do appreciate all the love. I do appreciate all the information that people are sharing, because even I'm learning stuff. I do appreciate just, I don't know how to say this, but I do appreciate just how kind of we've all assembled and come together more vocally, even though most of it's through social media, but it's having more conversations with people that I usually don't have, and I kind of have the balls to actually have more conversations with people. So it's also given me some confidence as well.
Did you feel like maybe in the past you you didn't feel like you needed to speak up, or?
Yeah, it's weird. Like you notice injustices and shit like that, and whatever's happening in our community, and you don't really get numb to it, but it's just like you're just kind of used to it. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So it's more of a, I don't know. It's like now we can finally take something that I haven't really been able to speak on because I wasn't always fully educated on it, and I haven't really accepted some of the things that have happened over the past. Not really accepted, but I just haven't really thought and reflected on those things. So it's now being able to reflect, to educate myself, and now communicate with other people about how I have been feeling, but haven't really been speaking up, and doing that over the last few years. You know what I mean? Um, like for me personally, this all kind of started building up with Trayvon Martin.
yeah.
And
I think that's when the world really
that's
started.
That was a big
that's
one.
when the world
Yeah.
was really like, okay,
Yeah.
that's one, here we go. And that's when things started really getting crazy. And it's kind of been building up since then. And after every death, you hear the same thing. Every death, you're like, okay, yeah, whatever. That cop's not gonna be charged, or that cop's not gonna go to jail, or this and that. But
in recent news, in this case,
yes,
he was charged and recently, even more recently, the other 3 cops, because there was 4 police officers involved. All 4 were charged.
And he got upgraded to second-degree murder.
Yes, it was originally manslaughter, or in America it's 3rd degree.
Yeah.
And now 2nd degree, as well as the other 3 police. Abiding, or I forgot the term. It's assisting 2nd degree or something like that. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
2nd degree is motive, right? You have
with intent, but
with intent.
Yeah.
But
and then what's 1st degree? It's like premeditated, right?
Premeditated. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2nd degree is like in the you didn't plan it beforehand, kind of thing.
Yeah, but in the moment you're like, I'm killing this dude.
Yeah.
And then manslaughter, 3rd degree, is almost like an accident, but like violent accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you didn't mean to kill them, but your violent actions caused their death.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, 2nd degree.
That has happened. And it's cool to see, but it's not the end, obviously.
Yeah.
And we've heard this before. So when they get charged, it's cool. But it's all about, the actual case.
Yeah.
And what happens in court.
Whatever that, I guess it's going to be a jury. And
and what the jury decides. And we'll see what the jury's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Because again, we've heard this story again. So
we know.
We're all just kind of waiting for that, because it's going to be, what's going to happen basically is we're going to have the riots and the protests and the looting that's going on now, because that is what's happening. And then when the actual case is going on, when we aren't getting the answers that we want and the things that we need, then there's going to be another big round of it. And that's probably when even I'll step outside, because I haven't gone to any of the protests yet, mainly because I know me, and I'm going there angry. I'm going there to fuck somebody up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not worth my
And they're
time.
shooting people in the eye who are just like chilling and
you know what I mean? I'm seeing mans that are like not even, they're walking by the police.
Yeah,
man's not even involved.
There's some fucked up videos, man.
They could possibly be racist.
Yeah,
bro.
They're just
I've seen
walking by and getting decked. And I'm
bro.
like,
I've seen videos of and you know what? And black and white people getting attacked. More black people though, because I've seen some fucked up videos of police almost ignoring white protesters and purposely attacking African American protesters. And I'm like, that is so fucked up. You were just sorry.
You see the one with the guy in his whip with his girlfriend?
Yes, those the one in was it St. Louis?
I think it was St. Louis.
Yes, those cops were actually fired. But,
I heard about that.
But yeah, I saw that video. It was really messed up, actually. I don't understand why the cops were after them. I thought maybe they had said something to the police that was maybe threatening, but they never, obviously they were driving away. They weren't actually pursuing what they said. And then you see these officers, follow their car and they begin to break the glass and they tase the poor guy in the car and pull them out and arrest them. And it was like really
I would have been cheesed.
brutal and uncalled for in so many ways. Like the guy was not, from what I can tell in the video, was never threatening at all. Didn't have a weapon. It was nothing. He was just driving away.
It was because of curfew, so he's trying to leave.
Exactly. Yeah. Or was it a curfew thing? I don't know if it was a curfew thing.
It was basically a curfew thing. But if again they're bashing on his windows and shit like that, you look at the people in front of him. So let's go. If we're going down a line and breaking windows, why aren't we starting at the front? But anyways, if you look right in front of him, white kids just chilling, looking back. They're like, "Oh fuck!" While he's getting tased and his windows broken out and his girl's being pulled out the whip.
Yeah, like dude, imagine you're in your car and like 5 armed in SWAT or whatever military gear, police. That's scary, bro. They're like surrounding you. Clearly he wasn't trying to do anything threatening.
Yeah.
And just
I would have done the same thing in his situation. I would have just tried to keep driving and
like he was
I'm like
bro, I'm not getting out of my car. Like they're gonna beat my ass. Like you're obviously scared.
Exactly. And when people always say, like, when you hear people say, "Yo, just comply, do what they're asking you," bro, not like this.
He didn't. He was literally he had no choice. This guy had no choice. He was in his car, and he couldn't do shit. Like he had 2 options: get beat or try to drive away, and potentially hit someone with your car, which could have been equally as bad.
Worse.
So because then he'd get a charge, and then it'd be bad. So, luckily those cops were fired, and there's, I think, like a part of me thinks a lot of police, they don't know how to even handle these riots right now. Like they don't even know. It's like they're not even trained for it. Like it's a free for all.
Or they're trained for it, but they're trained to handle it in a poor and racist way, and they don't know how to and they don't know how to like revert from that. You know, they think, oh, it's a riot, now it's my time to let my true colors show, so to speak.
Now it's my time to beat some people.
But they don't know that all the cameras are on now. And
I don't know if I'm an extremist, but in my head, it's simple, yo. It's fuck the police. Like, it's simple. It's fuck 12. Fuck all of you. Fuck your blue lives.
Well, I think I just saw today that Walmart was like, they like banned guns because of like the looting. And it's funny because it's like, why have you not, like, after a school shooting, why weren't you banning guns? But, and it's like, see that, so that in itself kind of is already a justification for the looting. If it's like, if it banned guns, from Walmart, from fucking Walmart. Why is it 2020 and we're living in a world where you could pick up fucking toilet paper and then a strap?
A strap.
In the same basket, bro. Like,
and dog food, yo.
You're picking all your groceries. You're like, yo, I need a new AR today too. I'm gonna grab one.
Yeah.
Like
besides your bananas.
Yeah.
You need an extra like $20 in your cart because you need to,
You know what? Let me get some rounds, man.
Need some bullets, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm all about staying protected. I get it. I get having a gun and shit like that, but just like some of the places you're able to buy this shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you just walk into a convenience store and be like, "Yeah, can I please just check out your Glocks?"
Yeah.
Like it just worries me. But
like you're trying to pick out which chocolate bar you want, and you're like, throw the 45 in there too.
Yeah, why not? Why not? 2 of them. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, you got a sale. Okay, bless. It's 2. Yeah. Okay, 2. If it's a 2 for okay, then I guess I have.
Oh, and it comes with the chocolate. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. But yeah, I'm fuck the police. Simple. I'm an extremist. I don't give a shit.
I was gonna ask. So, with the way protesting, the way it's going down.
Yeah.
There's first of all, there's definitely several types of protests happening. You have peaceful protest, and you have, I guess you call it rioting, and there's a bit of looting, and there's other things like that going on. Mm-hmm. I wanted your opinion, both your opinions, on kind of what is right and what is wrong and what is too much, and is looting necessary? Is it not? Are there just people that are taking advantage as well? Or is it because I'm for peaceful protests, and if a bit of looting changes people's opinions, I'm down for that too. But you always got to keep in mind of people who are affected as well.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
feel you. For me, definitely, I feel like there are people that are just taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
I also do feel some people are just getting set up and put into situations where they are just starting the looting and the nonsense. That happens just because people are coming from different neighborhoods and whatnot, and they feel kind of, like, yeah, I can get away with this shit here probably. Or also because all this shit is going on, it's busy enough for me to bust a window and possibly steal some shit. I don't fuck with the looting, but it happens.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you go to get a glass of water, you got to turn on the tap. Some water is gonna hit the fucking sink. You know what I mean? Like it's just a part of what happens. People are gonna take advantage. Not everybody's on our side. You know what I mean?
It's true.
But
I mean,
again, I don't think that's a big deal. I don't give a fuck. I don't think it's a big deal. I know people are going to be affected by this, but again, it's for a good cause. So you'll get your money back. You'll get your shit
well, we
back.
hope so. Well, we
I've
hope it's for a
seen
good cause.
several foundations and GoFundMe for businesses that have been fucked up by the looting that are already hitting hundreds of thousands of dollars in funds. So it happens. Get your name on that list. It's part of a bigger plan. It's part of a bigger thing that's happening. It's just part of it. And a lot of the time, this is happening because there's already chaos, and the chaos is coming from cops fucking with the peaceful protesters. So that's how I feel.
Yeah. The looting the looting and the violence will definitely bring out more cops, though. And I believe that you will see bigger. That's when National Guard starts coming in.
Yeah.
So if the protests were maybe a
How
little
are you
more
going to control that?
well, you can't.
And see, like they bring out more cops, but the peaceful protests still do bring out cops, and that's the problem. It's like
exactly, you're gonna have cops.
It's like if you're gonna have them anyways, it's like you might
and
as well be. Yeah.
It takes one person to set the whole place on fire. You know what I mean? And it could be a cop.
Yeah.
Or it could be a protester. It could be anything.
There's just brutal things happening. Like, and it's unfortunate. Like, did you heard about the? There was an Amazon truck. I forgot which city. Might have been Dallas. Or actually, we can get to that one. There was the one in Dallas was really messed up. But the Amazon truck that was looted, which ended up causing it spooked the driver. Right. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck the driver was doing. I don't know why he was in a riot territory with his truck.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know why he was there. That was a dumb mistake, but basically he got spooked. I think he saw a couple of people with guns possibly, and he ran over a dude, and that person died. Yeah. So, I don't know if the person died was a looter or not, whatever, but things like that are happening, which is unfortunate.
Just to comment on that too, whether they're looters or protesters or cops, lives are going to be lost, bro. You know what I mean? It's simply, in the best sense, it's a little bit of a civil war, it's the people against the power, it's going to come at a cost. People have been dying for years. You know what I mean? A couple more bodies is hopefully going to lead us to where we want to be, which is no racism, and hopefully no cops, or fund the cops. We find some type of way to actually police in our communities. Sorry, go ahead, Kevin.
I was gonna say, and always just bringing it back to our conversation about everybody dying and everything dying. It's like people have died for a lot less significant things less significant times. People have lost their houses and buildings and businesses.
George Floyd died for fake 20.
Exactly. People have lost their businesses for in a fire that had nothing to do with anything. So I'm sure people, and I've seen people, owners, who obviously know what's going on. They've said
some owners are down.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather have
some
I know what it's a part of.
Yeah.
Right. I know
what the 100s guy, the guy who founded the 100s.
There's a lot of people.
He was one of those. Yeah, because he has a storefront. It's probably getting affected.
There's a lot of people that aren't down, and I completely understand both sides of it. But again, it's part of a bigger. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all these spiders away from me. It's part of a bigger picture. You know what I mean? We can rebuild your store.
I don't know. I don't know. There's people that are going to starve for this, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
Black people have been starving how long?
Black people who own businesses.
There are people
I
who are going to starve
completely
because of COVID anyway, you know.
Well, they
Facts.
already were, and now
Exactly.
this is put it over the edge.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, shit's already happening.
Yeah.
I'd say people die every day. You know what I mean? Businesses are burnt down every day. People are losing their jobs every day. This is part of it. It's part of a bigger picture. So if it's you, man. I'm sorry. But you know it's part of a bigger picture. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And clearly a lot of us aren't on that side of people losing their things. We prefer to be peaceful. But it comes with the territory. You know what I mean? It comes
now with the protests. There's a few groups of people protesting.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually not just Black Lives Matter supporters. You have they're labeled Antifa. I don't know if they're anti-fascist people. Like, I don't know. They come out of nowhere, really. Like, whenever there's some sort of political issue, that they're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
I
not
haven't
just
done my research on them, but
I know just the bare minimum of who they are, and a lot of them are white people, by the way. Like, they're anti-fascist anarchists. They're anarchists, and they're part of the protests, but it's just like I don't know where their stance is on this. Like, I don't know if they really care about Black Lives Matter, and it's more of an anti-capitalist message that they're using this opportunity to then, you know, riot and destroy and spread anti-capitalist messages.
Yeah.
On top of everything that's going on. So I don't know. It's that's what Trump's been going on about.
Yeah.
You know, those people more than anything else. And I think they might be given the Black Lives. They're kind of dividing the attention, and I think they're actually fucking up the message a little bit, to be honest, because they're making Black Lives Matter look bad.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That can only be handled by those people, those organizations. Like, I don't know, like, realistically, everybody needs to be a lot more educated, but at this point in the game, a lot of people are noobs, and they're just going off of what they're feeling in their hearts, you know? So to know about
on
these
social,
different
you
groups,
mean, and stuff like that?
Yeah, and protesters and whatnot. But I mean, like,
yeah.
Antifa and stuff like that.
But they don't actually understand.
Yeah, they just don't understand what's happening with
like
that.
the actual systematic, how it actually works. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
They're in it because they support the cause.
Like, I get it. Like, yes.
But
like,
they don't know what's really going on.
I get it. Like, just the simple idea of equality is what they're fighting for. But do they understand why it's like that and how the system works? Because if you don't understand that, like you said, once the hype dies down and we're kind of back to before all this happened, those people are going to go back to their regular lives and not think about it again.
Yeah.
So you want people to, when the rioting, because mans aren't going to be rioting forever. So when it does die down, you want to keep that message strong still and still fight for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah.
When there's a government, there's always going to be a vocal group that is like anti everything that they're doing, right? There's always going to be the opposite, because that is how politics are set up. You have to have the opposition to what you're doing. Anytime you do something, you're leaving somebody out. So there's always going to be this generalized group of people who are just upset with the government no matter what. You know, when a conservative party is in government, the liberals are criticizing them. When a liberal party is in government, the conservatives are you know, and then in general, there are just people who are just they're beyond the politics of it. They're just going to be complaining about whatever the government's doing no matter what, because you can't be perfect, right? And it's like, when you have things like that in a time like this where you need this very specific and clear message, because what we need most right now is to make sure that the people who don't fully get it are getting it, right? And it's like, that's why there has to be all these different implementations. You know, just peaceful protest clearly doesn't work. It's, you know, we tried that many times in history. It doesn't work. That's why you got to have these different ways of communication, right?
And yeah, that's why what I was saying earlier, a part of me is okay with a little bit of looting and rioting, because peaceful protest has proven to not really do it.
Mhm.
There needs to be a bit more of an effect. Unfortunately, like you said, it's going to cost some people problems, lives, and income and livelihood.
Yeah.
And I hope funds are good enough, but I know it's not going to help everybody. So,
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not gonna help everybody.
and
But think about it. Think about it like this, Ian. We were all already fucked because of COVID.
yeah, I know.
And
You know
before
what I mean?
COVID, we were fucked too, and
I think
it wasn't as obvious.
I think
Exactly. We've
COVID
been
is
fucked this whole time.
I think COVID's actually a reason why these riots and protesting is as big as it is. I mean, you got people who've been in the house for 2 months,
Ready.
have all this
man.
energy, bro, and
Energy.
they're ready to get out the house.
It's the time and the energy, and it's also the amount of time they've spent thinking about how all of this can go away, just like because of an airborne disease or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so people have finally started to question the morality of things. Like how like this can all go away. So like, what are we actually doing right now? Like, what are these values that we're actually holding right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But just to mark this in history, episode 36 of the Lit Podcast. Protests have been crazy. COVID doesn't really exist right now, but they're saying Toronto's fucking up, and
the COVID thing we'll figure out in a couple weeks. But
yeah, like honestly, mans haven't been to work. We're just hanging out now at this point. Ian's at work. Kevin's at home. I'm chilling. Life right now is surreal.
Yeah. It's crazy we have a podcast to document all this shit.
This is
awesome,
crazy, man. This is what I'm happy about, man.
Shit.
Just look at the bigger picture here, because I don't want to be sad about all this stuff so much. And
because we had this podcast like 3 years ago, or like let's say we started 5 years ago. Like a whole year, like 2015 would have been nonsense. Like nothing would have happened.
Yeah, I know.
Talking about nothing. Yeah.
Nothing happened. Like
yeah.
But man, this is just a crazy time to live in, bro. Like, so much is going on right now with the world, and it's like, and I really want to go to a fucking protest, but I want to go to America, but the border's closed.
Yeah, I feel like America would where you want to go, but
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I'd also. There's a big risk, there's so many risks.
For sure, but I'm down.
Like, I don't want to get banned from the US, forever.
Bro, it'd be lit to get banned from the US, bro.
Because that might happen as a Canadian protesting.
Yeah, I get it. But
you might get banned from the US.
But imagine the experience, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you could put that on your resume,
Yeah, man. And like, think about this, man. This is gonna be history. Like our kids are gonna be asking us about this shit. Like, bro, what happened during the riots during COVID, bro?
The 2020 riots, the Minnesota
2020
riots.
And I'm like, bro, you guys,
the COVID riots. I don't know.
I'm gonna hype this shit up, man.
But yeah, the biggest question is what's next.
Yeah.
Like after this, what are the steps? Like, it's really not that simple. There's so many different, like, what are we supposed to do? I think the first major improvement and step is to get Trump out of office. I think is and that's supposed to happen this year. And I think that
needs to happen this year.
That needs to happen. I mean, if it's going to be Biden, and it has to be Biden, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Biden, but
nobody is.
But if it has to be him, it's better than Trump.
I hope
it's a step in the right direction.
Crazy? Like you're talking about what are the next steps? That's literally the next step. Like that's in November. Like that is what needs to happen next.
That's the next step in this movement.
And then the second Biden gets in, we need to find a way to get him out, yo. Like we could have some type of new leader or something, bro. Like, yo, I want The Rock, bro. Get The Rock as president or something. Like, fuck, man. At this point, that'd be lit.
Why
man.
not? Yeah, like, why not just fucking try shit, bro? Like, try something.
The Rock isn't even that crazy. I mean, Donald Trump was crazy when he won. So
the second Donald Trump won, I was like, shit. Like, I truly believe now that you can be anything that you want to be in the world.
Anybody can be president.
You can be it. Anything you want to be, you can be it, and it's true.
What if that was the only purpose of his presidency, was to prove that? So now
that's
all
a
the
lesson.
Now all the bets are off. Now we can do anything. Like now we can install a fucking a cat as president now. Like
Oh, having a cat as president.
Yeah,
Oh,
president.
amazing. Oh, yo, before this time runs out, you guys see the fucking Justin Trudeau pause?
I
Oh,
saw
that,
the. I
yeah.
didn't watch it, but
Yeah, that shit was jokes. That bro,
That was fucking hilarious, man.
bro,
They're
it
asking
was
how
like,
he feels about everything. He's like, ah.
it was like 30 seconds long, bro.
Yeah, it
On
was like
live
almost
air,
30
on live
seconds
air.
live,
Just
bro.
like,
And he just redirects like he always does.
bro, I was like, holy shit.
I was dying.
Most dramatic pause ever.
I was dying about that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like he thought about his whole sentence before saying it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing I wanted to say was you know how crazy how many people I've seen that are just like against this shit though? It's just wild.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's just kind of weird. And then you're like realizing these are like low key, like not really friends, but people that you've hung out with and worked with, and
they're racist or
friends of friends.
They're
like,
uncomfortable with.
Like I've been in the same room as you. Like I might have shared a spliff with some of these people, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
what do you know what they're not okay with?
They just don't get it. I guess
they don't get. Maybe they
They're
don't
all
think
lives matter. People,
bro, they don't understand. That's just that shit. Come on.
And I'm like, that's cute.
We understand all lives matter. Like human life matters.
Yes.
But Black lives are what we're focusing on right now. Is that fucking simple,
that's
bro?
Simply it.
Is that
I was trying to
simple?
I was trying to like think of an analogy because I realized that people are just like too dumb to actually understand like what, and it's so simple for everybody, and that's why it's infuriating. And I think that's why violence happens, is because it just you get so angry that people don't understand it. It's kind of like I was saying, it's like imagine you're playing Monopoly with the people, the guys who created Monopoly. What is it, like Milton Brothers or whatever their name is, or whatever.
Yeah.
And they created this rule where like one of the pieces, like the iron, what do you call it, like the iron or the money bags or whatever, for some reason every time they get stopped, to pay a tax, not only do they have to pay the person who owns that, but they have to go to jail too.
Yeah.
And it's like we've been watching this happen every time. Only that one piece, everybody else, every other group has had their similar struggles and stuff, and but there's just this one thing. And then I think we're finally at a part in history where we can be like, let's get this resolved, because it's been like this for too long. There's been this rule that shouldn't have been a part of this game, at all, for the entire human history, but it happened, and we tried to stop it 150 years ago or 200 years ago, but we just didn't do a good enough job of it.
Yes, we haven't really followed through.
Yeah. And it's like, so that rule still exists, and people are trying to be like, yeah, but everybody is going through it. It's like, no, but this is still something that needs to be addressed first.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is, yo. So yeah, I've had to block a couple people.
Wow.
Which is low key lit, because I'm just like sick. Like my follower ratio is like, is a little bit better now. But it's cool. It's cool just to be able to separate myself from a lot of people. It's great.
Yeah, people are catching on follows right now.
Yeah, yo.
Which is interesting.
Blocks and unfollows. I'm ready to call people out, yo. I'm ready, yo. I'm ready for all the action. Like I don't care anymore. Like I'm ready for all of this. Like I'm ready. I'm very excited for what's to come for the future, and I hope that we all just follow through. You know what I mean? And I hope by the end of this year we have some shit solved. It's going to be a long fucking year. A long fucking year indeed.
Realistically, it's just like our generation got we have to deal with it, we have to handle it, yo.
Yeah. Yo, we have to handle this, yo. That's it, yo. Before we
have to handle the environment. We have to handle. We're trying to get this done now. Then we got to deal with the environment.
I think the environment's for our kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts.
I think the environment's for our kids.
It's probably gonna be too late.
We're gonna handle the racism. Yeah, it might be too late. By then, the robots are gonna be just pulling up. So if we can't get something solved with the environment before the robots, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
So I'm relying on my son or my daughter to handle that, please.
Yeah. It's just so unfortunate that all the power is in the hands of the government for the most part. They're the ones that really make the change at the end of the day. Exactly. It's just those people are so hard to influence.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all could turn the country upside down and they might still not do it. You know,
Yep.
that's a scary part. Then we basically live in a fascist country at that point.
Yeah.
Or America. I know we're Canadian, but don't worry. Racism is in Canada too for any Americans listening. I understand we don't have the systematic racism that America has. It's not as hard. It's not as hardcore.
Yeah.
And I mean, and we're no saints because there's the native racism that is very.
And the Chinese and the Japanese and
bare racism
and black. There's a whole history. It's not as strong as the Americans' history, of course, but like it's our own. Yeah, it's our own racism too, for sure.
Exactly.
Welcome back, Lost Docs podcast, most lit podcast,
the most lit. So yeah, let's we'll stop the talk right now for now on that stuff. Because like I was saying, I do have somebody that wants to come on and talk, hopefully next week. So I feel like we can have even more conversation then.
I mean, even just in general, this is probably going to be an ongoing thing, right? Like
exactly. So this is going to be news for a while. So
yeah,
I want to have some more conversations with some different people as well.
I had a comment.
Yeah, go.
It was about Kendrick. So
there's
there's a majority, not a majority. There's people that are complaining about Kendrick not saying anything because he's been pretty much silent since all this has happened. Which, if you obviously familiar with Kendrick, he's very vocal about this kind of stuff through his music, and it has been since he started making music. Do you feel that he needs to say anything?
No. Kendrick is not Black Jesus.
If you want to hear something from Kendrick, go listen to Butterfly. That's why he made that fucking album.
Go listen to Pimp a Fucking Butterfly.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to say anything. Yeah. He said it. Go watch a music video of his. You know what I mean?
This is that where's Ja joke, you know, where it's like everybody's so hanging on these like even that thing about like Mustafa the poet was posting about Drake's donation and all that stuff, and it's like it's cool, and it's like, but then there was like the comments about Virgil not donating enough, and like I read a little bit, but I didn't read too much about it, and I was getting cheesed, and then I'm like, yo, like how much are we expected? Why do we care about what these people are doing?
We care so much about the celebrities.
The Virgil thing is funny.
Yeah,
that's
the
Virgil one
that's a specific one. Yeah, but like everybody else, I'm
just like chill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like you don't even know what Kendrick's doing. He might be donating behind the scenes. He might be he's probably making music about this right now.
Yeah. Exactly, like, in the moment. He's doing what he needs to do as an artist, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, give him a benefit of the doubt, yo.
Like, I get it.
Is like a political anthem. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I've been listening to.
That's the song. Like that's the new whatever, you know, like Sly and the Family Stone or like Marvin Gaye kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah. I just think it's not fair to criticize him for not saying anything because like you don't know what he's doing and he's kind of said enough. Like his shit is there. Like he has his whole catalog of music is right there talking about it.
Yeah.
So.
And he's been talking about it since like his beginning of his career, like Section 80, like before like his EP, like he's been talking about this for like 15 years in an artistic way. Like that can be, you know, like that when you do that, like you don't want to just put like, and then you're expecting them to like put up a Twitter post or like an Instagram post, you know? It's like,
that's what people want. They want to tweet.
Reductive, you know?
They want to tweet. They want to tweet saying, "Oh, blah blah blah, Black Lives Matter." You know what I mean? And he doesn't need to do that.
Exactly.
I don't think he needs to do that. Like I get it. You see J. Cole out there protesting and stuff like that, and he chooses to do that, and that's cool.
Exactly.
But that's the thing with J. Cole is he hasn't. That's not a new thing that he's done too. You've seen him protest every time something like, or just in general, like it hasn't even need to be like some reaction to something. Like I feel like he's just somebody who's always protesting, and I'm sure Kendrick does exactly like he does what he needs to do, and he knows what he's doing to benefit his people in the right way. Using his skills at the best way possible.
I believe he's helping in some way right now. He's just not telling the world because he doesn't need to. Like,
there's different ways of communication, right? There's different ways of it's like it's a division thing. Like you can't just have, not everybody can be posting on Instagram or making these statements, right? Like there needs to be people doing groundwork and stuff right now too, right?
Exactly. One last thing regarding this, for any listeners, if you do know any like Black organizations that are doing anything with the protests and whatnot, do let them know that if they need anything from like Lost in Nostalgia, any services like that, we will definitely do what we can to help out. So video services, photography, whatever they need, just reach out to us, and we can help out, because again, we want to do our part as well, and the best way for us to do that is as creators,
Exactly.
to create. So yeah, so if anybody listening has any connections there or knows anybody, just tell them to reach out, and yeah, we can see what we can do.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like that's even, we're talking about somebody who has such a high profile like Kendrick, but even just on a personal level, it's like I was trying to think about what I need to do personally, and I'm like, I just need to keep doing what I've been doing, because I've never been somebody who shares on social media a lot or uses social media as a platform to express my opinions. I've always been somebody who uses my work to express my opinions, because that's what we have the privilege to do. We get to turn what our opinions into our artistic work. That's what we chose to do, right?
Yeah.
And you can't, especially artists like that, you can't like that is how we communicate.
Exactly. And that's how I feel like with you working on the project for the fall. I don't know, have we said Nuit Blanche?
Yeah, we said it many times.
We have for Nuit Blanche. I can't remember. But that's how I feel about like just the work that you guys are putting in for that. That's what it is. It's part of that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It kind of it's what it's part of. It's backing the community, and also the artists, the Black artists that are from our community out here.
Yeah, even today we have a weekly meeting about Wave this on Wednesdays too, and we were just like, what do we need to do with Wave to address what's going on right now? And it's kind of like we just need to keep doing what we've been doing. We can't just we're not trying to just like show that we're supporting this movement because it's happening right now. It's like, no, our work has already shown that we've cared about these things, and we just need to like, do what everybody else has been doing, allow the Black voices to be amplified and have a space. But then it's like, continue to create those opportunities. That's what we do. That's what you do with Lost in Nostalgia. When you say like video services, it's like you can literally, that is how you can help grow the message, because you can communicate it through what you've learned to do with video, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We should get a PSA going.
Yeah, man. That's what I was thinking this whole week. I just wanted to say it here first and then come up with the words for later to post. You know what I mean? But
I think that's just a good model too. It's like instead of just, or not instead, it's like people are trying to figure out how to help, and it's like just look inwards, and it's like, what have you already been doing that you can use as a tool to help? As a communication tool.
Even still, I want to shout out Justin. Justin Gothro. He's been putting in work, yo. He's been grinding. He's been doing his stream. He's been raising a couple $100 there. And it's a couple $100, it's small, but it's still something, So yeah, shout out Justin just for doing this thing. That's just cool to see. Just somebody, white dude that we like, just out here handling business himself, But yeah.
That's really all it's gonna take, is just the collective effort of people putting in their own ideas about like how they can help, with the right information. Because that's the best, that's the most what we have that nobody else has ever had before is, we have so much access to information, but we also have the ability to sift through the right information now,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as long as it's the right information, because the internet just gets lost, and what really pissed me off was how the Blackout Tuesday thing was dealt with, because there was just like, it seemed like there was almost, I don't know how you felt about it, Jamal, there was almost like two sides to it. There were people saying, there were people doing it, and then there were people who were like, this is stupid, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It's silencing us. I don't know.
Which is going to happen.
Exactly. It's going to happen. Yeah.
Again, it's just like the looting and the rioting, shit like that. It's going to happen. But how I felt about it was, it just got annoying. It's like, we're supposed to be coming together right now, and all you guys are doing is pushing people away and making people feel stupid and feel bad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're actively, again, taking a part in the progress that we're trying to make.
Mm-hmm.
So just let them do it in their way. Yes, correct them. Use the other hashtag.
Yeah.
For sure. Correct them. But don't say they're fucking stupid. Don't say this is a waste of fucking time. Blah, 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 blah. For me, when I was looking through that, I was happy to see how many black boxes were there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, this is what it was. And even through filtering out people to see who I need to block, I'm like, oh, sick. Black box.
There was like close to 20, there was close to 20 million like hashtags
exactly
with it.
And if people understood the whole blackout thing was more for the music industry, but it's something that everybody else took on. You know what I mean? Just to
people want to show their support, right?
Yes,
and it's like that's the thing. You can't get mad at people for wanting to show support, and it's they didn't know the full context at first.
Like I get it. And yes, we know sharing a black box isn't going to end racism. No shit.
Exactly.
No shit. You know, people are saying that. No shit. It's not going to end racism. There's like a ton of things that aren't going to end racism right now, but it's you know, it's a step in the right direction. You can't be like attacking people for it, and
it wasn't slowing down the momentum. Exactly, it wasn't slowing down the momentum at all. I said I had to put up a post about it because I was just sitting there all day and I was like angry. I'm like, there's too many woke people that I know right now that are just talking shit for no reason, just because they want to talk shit.
Exactly.
Listen, you want people to spread the right thing, share another fucking post about some knowledge. Let me know when the next protest is, this and that. Don't be complaining. You know what I mean? So, I was just like, I had to put up a post saying, like, yo, this is what this is about. Just please, just chill the fuck out. We're all on the same side here. There's no need for us to go against each other right now. We all know who the enemy is. Let's focus.
That's what we need to get over, is like this high horse type of mentality where it's like when somebody's is ill-informed or wrong about something, you attack them and you're like, yo, how do you not know this? Like, this is dumb. Why are you doing? No, it's like, we're all learning at the same time.
Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's all.
Even like that, the black box thing, I can track how my opinion of that, of the challenge changed throughout the day as I learned as I saw new opinions, as I saw like the post about, look, when people were using the hashtag Black Lives Matter with the post, like how, when you look at the Black Lives Matter hashtag on Instagram, it's just all the black boxes. And then I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's not a good thing. And then I realized, and then I saw somebody post like, if your main source of information for what's going on right now was typing in Black Lives Matter hashtag on Instagram, then you're probably not getting reliable information anyway. So it's like, there's all these things you got to weigh out. And then, so you can't be getting mad at everybody about this. Right?
Exactly. It was like, dude, like, just chill the fuck out. We're all on the same team, so let's focus, man. It's just disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, like, how are you helping by saying this? Like, I spent my day yesterday, like, on my post, I talked to a neighbor, gave him some resources and shit. Just had a quick 1-2 conversation. You know what I mean? Then I donated to somebody's sister's funeral. And then I also had some conversations with some friends in my DMs and through text, just about stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. That was my part. Those people that were complaining, I wonder what they did on their one Tuesday.
Exactly. You spend the whole day getting mad at people about this shit, and you didn't get anything done productive.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Pissed off other people, cause more conflict within the movement.
Yeah.
But you want everyone to be on the same page, obviously. So.
Yeah. Again, just correct the people that were doing the Black Lives stuff. I made that mistake, so I took down my post. I deleted it. I didn't just change the hashtag. Deleted it, put it right back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was it. Called it a day.
No one gave some instructions on how to do it. So don't
exactly.
You know what I mean?
There wasn't instructions. There wasn't a pamphlet sent out.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
So
again, the right thing was in mind. We all learned. Thank you for the information. Don't yell at me about it.
It's like like watching a parent tell their kid to like put their shoes on for the first time without telling them how to do it, and then they do it wrong, and then you
Why are
start
you
yelling.
doing that
They
way?
start yelling at them. It's like,
The fuck are you doing?
it's like, yo, there's no, you know, like this is the first time we're doing this.
Exactly.
Kind of thing, you know.
Give me a second, sir.
Yeah. And you know, in terms of, I don't think it actually did anything for the music industry. Like the people who have all the money, I don't think they ended up making statements or
They were
But,
like two. Warner did. Yeah. Warner
and
sent out some
they
money.
didn't disclose how much money or something, right?
Yeah, they didn't disclose, or it was saying they planned to, and I was like, oh.
But in terms of showing like how much people actually care and are willing to, you know, show support by actually posting something, you know what I mean? Like it sounds stupid, but it's like people are willing to outwardly express this, which is not something that has been shown in the past, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I know maybe we were trying to end it, but I had another kind of topic within this topic.
We're still talking about it.
So. All right, no worries.
We know what the next topic is, so it's fine.
Yeah. So a lot of the bigger corporate companies in America are trying to get involved as of recently. And I think it's controversial because some of these corporate companies, you know, what do they actually care about? What is their incentive? You know, are they virtue signaling? You know, are they just doing this to get praise? You know, because recently, like companies like Taco Bell, Wendy's, McDonald's, Sony, a few others, put out statements. You know, just basically saying we're not racist, which is like, just weird, right? From corporate America, it's just like, do they really need to come out and say this?
But they fund Trump.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I was like,
there we go. You know, because
I can't get Wendy's and Taco Bell anymore. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. No, well, realistically, man, we can't eat anywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
everything is owned by like 4 companies. You know what I mean? And they're all racist. So it's
Taco Bell. Listen, Taco Bell.
Buy a local.
But Taco Bell Canada is separate, so we're fine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's separate. Those are separate companies.
So
same with Wendy's, I think.
It still has the same name.
But I mean, they're probably still racist, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just like virtue signaling coming from these companies, and it's just like I get it, like y'all are trying to like just say you're part of the movement, but this corporate company that is already morally fucked up, like now you're trying to tell everyone you have morals.
Mm-hmm. And like, that's also why I don't mind those places being looted.
But y'all pay because a lot of these companies have black employees. Why don't you pay them more?
Yeah.
A lot of these companies were founded like in 1890 when their parents, they were the sons of people who owned slaves. You know what I mean?
General Mills and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so I just.
And that's when they wrote out their like mandate. That's when they wrote out their, you know, this is what we stand for as a company, like in the 1890s. And they haven't even if they updated it, it's still the same meaning. You know, even if they change the words, it's the same.
We won't say the N-word
anymore. Yeah.
In public.
Yeah.
Like I'll pull up what Taco Bell wrote real quick.
What?
I'll pull up what Taco Bell wrote real quick. Not on the stream, but just on Instagram.
Yeah, I've been seeing some interesting like
the way they worded it was just really like weird. Okay, sometimes silence speaks loudest, and we won't let ours speak for us. So let's be clear: we don't tolerate racism or violence against Black people. It's like cool, like you had to say that.
Thanks.
Like, let's start.
We're not racist, by the way. Like,
it's facts.
Just to let you guys know, we're not racist.
That's the part in the speech where they would like pause and wait for men to applaud, and nobody would be doing it. They're like,
it's just like, what?
This is stupid. We're committed to being a part of a long-term solution, and we have more work to do. Thanks, company run by white people. Like that clearly, you know, is part of the problem in some way because capitalism, and they're all part of it. And like you said, donating to Trump and
take in like 10 people got paid to make that fucking statement. You know what I mean?
And how many?
Yeah, their whole PR team had to sit around at a table and had to be like, okay, how are we gonna write this so we don't piss people off? Yeah.
Like, they could have been using that time and resource and like money that they spent to put that statement together to just say like, hey, we're not gonna, you know, make this stupid statement that nobody's gonna read. Instead, we're just gonna donate like $1 million to
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
just do that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although Wendy's did correct themselves and they donated $500,000 to one of the organizations. I can't remember.
They could do more, but whatever.
Half? Yeah, like what the hell? Yo?
You could do at least $1 million,
Yeah.
maybe $2 million.
They donated though, but
just
that
off
was
the spicy chickens that we paid.
Again,
I've paid for
Yeah.
spicy chickens, baconators, and chocolate frosties. I've paid for. I've given you at least $1 million.
Yeah.
Between me and Kevin, that's $2 million.
Yeah, no,
$2 million.
You're right. Their company, so it's a drop in a bucket for their wealth. I mean, and we all know they did that out of social pressure. So like, it's not genuine in my opinion. So
Yeah.
So
But that
cool.
would be
That's
one
cool though. It does help though.
That would be
Appreciate it.
one suggestion for me is like these corporate companies, they have to hold themselves to a higher regard in terms of like these statements that they make. They can't just make a statement. They have to make an action because they have the team to put that together. If we all had these teams, if Lost in Nostalgia was a 500-person company, you wouldn't just be saying, hey, you know, we're learning and doing better. You'd actually be doing something right now, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, that is what we need. It's like, if you can't just say, hey, we're not racist. It's like, do something about it then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That is why it sounds like, what does Taco Bell have to do with this? But it's like, it's money, you know, that's what this comes down to. It's like, you have money, you have influence, you have power, you know?
Bro, I wanted to see what H&M has said because it's funny to see what they've said in this current situation because how the fuck they're already in a deep hole about this.
Yeah.
Racism and stuff. They posted a photo on Instagram that literally just says, let's change.
With a gorilla.
Oh my God. It just says, let's change. And that's it. Just white, black on white. And then they wrote a bunch of shit. I'm not going to read this, but I'll read this later. But
don't do that, please.
I just, yeah, man, these companies are like,
I don't have much to say about them. That's why, again, Ian, I don't mind the looting. Like, loot.
Yeah, like I don't mind a Target or a fucking H&M getting looted.
Yeah,
I just feel for the small business owners.
I feel for the small business because
That's
I feel like if we had a spot and it got fucked up, I'd be pissed. But at the same time, it is what it is.
As long as I could read at the end of the day that like 99% of the businesses that are getting looted are, you know, ones that are voting for Trump and shit, then I'm like, then I'll be okay. If it's only like 1% of businesses that are, you know, actually like small and you know, tolerant, but if it's majority, it's if a majority of the looting can still be targeted, then it's still okay then, you know.
Well, good news is nobody defaced the Kobe mural. That's what matters.
Oh, I would never.
R.I.P. Kobe.
They would never. Only white supremacists would do that.
The whitest.
Yeah. Who are also on the ground protesting, which thanks
indeed.
guys. That doesn't help at all.
Indeed.
Fuckers.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
It's just like I get it. Like sometimes we need them though, but
sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah. Even just like my opinion on that changed too, because I remember I was like, you know, like these incidents were like isolated. It's like, you know, you can't blame one bad cop for like whatever. But then I remember seeing a quote where it was like, if you have 10 bad cops and 1,000 good cops, but the 1,000 good cops don't report the 10 bad or arrest the 10 bad cops, then you have 1,010 bad cops.
Exactly.
Like, that's exactly what's been going on. Like, the people who, like the person who, the cop who killed George Floyd, like the people had to have, not even in that incident, like just outside of that, like the people who trained him, and they had to have known that he, you know what I mean? Like there was something off. Right?
I mean, bro, listen, the police force, what is it? Minneapolis police, they are at fault 100%. This cop had 17 complaints.
Yeah.
He killed a guy. He was actually, he was involved in actually, I don't know if this was.
This is his second murder, right?
Yes. He actually had a fatal killing before. I don't know what the context was. I don't know if it was just or unjust, but he did shoot someone. So he's been involved in shootings and 17 complaints. His partner, that Asian cop, I forgot his name, he's been in complaints. He'd been sued. He'd been sued by someone for throwing someone to the ground, punching them in the face. These were a group of bad cops.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And who knows how many more are like that in that police force.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, fuck the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the police. You know, I'm sure there's a few, and I'll play devil's advocate. There's a few good ones on the force.
But
A
fuck
lot
'em.
of cops are black too.
Yeah, fuck those guys. They're coons.
A large percent.
Fuck those guys. They're
A
fucking
large
coons.
percentage of American police are black, and they're in a weird position right now.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them all,
They gotta
man.
choose their job, livelihood.
I saw the cops. I saw the police today. Gave him the dirtiest look. Black cop. Don't care. Fuck you. You could be great, man. You're not great wearing that shit, bro.
You know, the thing about them is they're often the ones who look at other black people like black people on the street like they're the ones who gave me a bad name growing up. So
Exactly.
they go extra hard on them, you know?
Exactly. So fuck them.
Oh wow, yeah, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, man.
Based on real life, but also what you see in shows is very true too. Like that is what cops are often depicted as, because I think it's true. Like I feel like that is
true. I saw clips of that this weekend, bro. A cop just beating up people. Black dude just beating up black kids, bro. That they're just protesting. Telling them, yo, come outside. I'll handle you. I'll come outside. And he just looks like one of those guys that was bullied, bro.
Yeah.
He's just bullied, and he's like, you know, I'm going to be a fucking cop.
That is, I feel like a lot of these guys.
So I can have power and shit like that.
A lot of these cops are like that. They're, you know, a lot of them are ex-military, so they already have like tendencies to kill. Because I mean, okay, sorry, not everyone joins the military has tendencies to kill, but a lot of them do. And then, you know, yeah, there's probably people who there's a lot of cops in these riots right now. Like, yeah, this is what I actually signed up for. Beat up some people.
Yeah, man. So fuck the police.
Yeah. They've been saying it for decades, so.
Yeah, man. You can fuck the police tatted on my forehead, bro.
I just like law enforcement needs to exist, but I just how can it exist? I mean, we got to look at other countries then, because in Europe, the law enforcement is way different, and it works. You know,
I wouldn't say it works, but they
it works better.
Something.
The UK, they don't even have guns. Like the cops don't have guns. They felt a need to not.
But those guys are throwing acid in each other's faces.
They don't know. Okay.
That's real. That's real shit though.
They got an acid problem over there.
Those guys they have an acid problem and a knife problem. You're either getting stabbed or acid's getting thrown in your face or both. That shit's scary.
But
yeah, the acid.
That's scarier than a gun to me.
Yeah, I'll take a bullet wound than over an acid to the face. Like, come on.
Like a bullet wound isn't gonna. I mean, it might kill. Acid will kill you just as.
But a bullet will fuck you up. Like you need multiple surgeries.
Oh, yeah.
Rehab for like the rest of your life. But at the same time, that acid that'll take away a lot. You know what I mean?
Like that'll. You don't have a face anymore potentially.
Yeah. That's your face. It's your skin never being the same again. Fucked. That's just fucked. Not over here.
Yeah. I was reading that one of the reasons why black people are fined and a lot and attacked and their areas are heavily policed is because the state doesn't fund police forces. So what they have to do is they rely on black communities to pay for their police force. They fine black people heavily to simply pay their people.
That's why I don't even like I shouldn't say this, but I don't even like when people are paying for people's bail. It's like you're just paying the fucking cops, man. Yeah. For what? Just to let somebody out, you know? And I get it. We need to let them out, but it's just like shit. It's kind of a shitty situation.
Yeah.
The cops like technically won in that situation.
Yeah.
They arrested you, and then they also got money for it.
Mm-hmm. They got money for arresting you.
Yeah. So
it's just annoying.
But that's the system. So it's also the system because the police forces are relying on other ways to make money besides like being state funded or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but they also do have such a large proportion of their like funding. So much of the city budget goes towards police for the most part, right? It's like the cities are broke in general. And it's just like it's so overweighed towards the police funding, and we still can't, regulate that part. Like they can't even do their job properly, even though we give them so much money to try. And obviously it's like, it's such a hard thing to, like, how do you exactly, like, it's never going to be a right answer. Like, how do you create a proper law enforcement? But when you have so much money and time, and like, we still can't get over the fact that there's still racist cops. Like, how's that even a qualification? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't have like people who have a racist or like a sexually aggressive past, like, in jobs, so like how are these not checks that are being taken into consideration for police? They should be a lot more meticulous for
sure.
that.
Did you guys see the people talking to like the police force in LA? Like they had like some Zoom call, and then you could like call in.
I
and you had, like,
didn't
2
watch
minutes.
it, but yeah.
Really?
Those things were fucking jokes. I'll send you guys the link in the group chat. They're pretty jokes. These guys are like snapping at the police. Some guys like, yo, you have the most racist mustache you've ever seen. It's just like they're just roasting these guys. It's fucking.
I see videos of people roasting cops on the streets.
Yo, those cops. That one video I posted with the cop with the crooked legs, I was dying.
Bro, yeah, what was that?
I was fucking dying. The guy was like, yo, that guy can't even run.
They got him on there, yo.
And I was like, damn, yo, they're just hiring anybody.
They need to pull everybody they got onto the streets right now, yo.
Exactly.
Yo.
I'm like, yo, they have a guy just to stand, yo.
Oh,
and he could barely stand, bro. His legs were fucking broke. Like, they look broken.
That one was funny.
I know I'm dissing because clearly he has a disability of some sort.
Yeah, we're kind of making fun
but
of
you're
a
a cop,
disability.
so fuck you. So
Yeah. Oh, man. Fuck.
It's just
A cop, where I work, there's a few cops that shop at where I work. And it's always awkward when they come in.
Yeah.
Even for me, it's just like, and especially now, because one of them came in like the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I know we're in Canada, but still, I was just like, this is like weird. Like, I wonder what he thinks about everything going on right now, and I wonder if he feels weird. I don't know.
It's crazy. I was writing this poem like I was thinking about this a while ago actually, but like, what's POC backwards?
Mm-hmm.
Cop. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Cop.
Wow.
Hmm.
I'm like,
so
what?
Just for some context, I've been getting Instagram ads from AliExpress, the ones where like you can just like scroll through and like go to the website directly.
Yeah.
And it's like all these like, ever since, I don't know what I got to get there, but like all of a sudden I started getting like these prefabricated houses that were like, $15,000 with like $6,000 shipping that you can order. And I don't know how that shit works, but you can get, there's bikes, there's water parks, fucking boats. Like, yeah, there's some crazy shit on here.
That's crazy.
We gotta buy one crazy thing. I'm sure I'm gonna find something that's like reasonably priced.
How the fuck?
A plane or something.
Like you buy a house and they send you all the materials to build it.
I think they send you the house. Like they drive it to you. Have you seen people drive houses?
It says yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's prefabricated. I think they ship it to you.
I feel like I've
seen that shit. That's just crazy.
They're in China, right? Is it in China?
AliExpress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a Chinese scam, dude. Like,
I don't know, man. They might be able to get a house over here. I believe in them, man.
It's one of those. There's a lot of scammers, I don't know. Man. Quick note on China. There's this there's series on Netflix. It's called History 101, and one episode is about China. It's like really interesting. Am I hearing this sound? I don't know where that's coming from.
That's me.
It was like hiccups or something. But anyways, it's talking about how China is gonna like be the next economic superpower. And by 2025, it's gonna have a bigger economy than US. Which is really interesting how they went from communist to still communist, but more capitalist communist
fucked up.
Mix. What's up?
They're really fucked up, though.
Yeah, no, it's still very secretive, like what's going on
Yeah,
there to the Western
yeah,
world. Like we don't realize that. I think there is a lot of fucked up shit happening there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the Hong Kong riots, there was another riot happening and
yep.
everything, and yeah, yeah,
And also like the amount of money they've been secretly investing in like roads and stuff in Africa and I think
mm-hmm.
Europe and yeah, it's like they're basically um offering to expand these countries at the sake of, you know, who knows what they're planning. Basically they're like, oh, they're buying them, you know, they're buying the countries, you know. That's what they're doing right now, which is kind of nobody's checking them.
Super shady.
Exactly.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of shady shit happening,
Yep.
and
Oh yeah, I need the share screen privilege thing.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Are we even allowed to share these AliExpress screens or?
We'll find out if you get a paper in the email.
Yeah,
To be sent to Ian's house.
you think we're not allowed?
I don't know. I'm just no for YouTube. I'm just
Hold on.
asking.
Oh, that's a good point.
Share
No, we should be fine.
multiple participants simultaneously. So you should be able to now, I think.
And what was I say? Censorship is still huge in China, and it's weird. Like I guess they created a communist system that kind of works, because usually communist systems don't work that well.
You can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of these that I always get. Movable
pretty
houses,
sick.
prefabricated houses. There's a couple different designs. There's like ones that look like the shipping containers, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
These.
Yeah,
And then
that's
there's the
pretty
ones that look like
sick.
I sent you the sex. Yeah, there's sex toys too. I also get.
Oh, shit! I gotta blur that out.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, dude, what the hell? Wait, why is that? Wait, what? That's not a sex toy. What? What the fuck is that? Inflatable? Don't click on it.
I'm not clicking on those.
Yeah,
I'll click on them later, but not right
It looks like that man's house from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
bro,
and then
that
there's
literally
also,
is Dragon Ball Z's, like the guy, Goku's.
I'll get like these today. I got these like these playgrounds. I don't know how big they are, but like
Oh,
it was looking crazy. Like you could basically buy like a fucking
Oh shit! Like all the stuff is there.
yeah. Yeah,
But that was
they
only
sent me
200
cool shit.
US. What?
Yeah, I don't know how big it there, but there was one that was like $5,000-$10,000. Let me see if I can find that one. These are all like my recent viewed items. Oh, I've seen this. This was sick. This is like a suitcase that you can ride on.
bro, I've been looking for that.
Yeah.
Holy.
What? That's lit.
Oh shit.
Haven't you seen those celebrities do that? They like hop on that shit, or like fucking YouTubers. They have that shit. They just ride on it. Like Casey Neistat's ridden on one of those.
They're lit.
Yo, that was
What? That's awesome.
How much is that? Yeah,
$5.
that's soft. That's a
$5
Serb. That's a Serb thing.
Yeah,
That's
see, like
awesome.
this is 14 grand. And I think it's just like a whole fucking playground, bro. Like it's a whole like amusement park. Like it's
That is wild.
Bro.
So is
With
that
the-
how like is that what they do? Like for the government, they like buy it from AliExpress and they just put
yo,
And then build
probably
it?
realistically,
put it in
yeah.
a fucking a neighborhood.
They got these tents. What else did I see that was sick?
Yeah, fuck getting an architect. Just
Bro, the trucks still they got the
That's legit.
like any construction projects, we got that, yo.
a whole
We're
ass-
pulling up. We're finishing off Eglinton, yo.
Look at this. Look at the price.
What the fuck? half a million
Speaking of
$500,000.
Yo, Taco Bell, yo, buy this for the black community, bro. Like,
Yeah. Put that in
do your part,
Compton.
yo.
$500,000.
That's
Fuck a water
crazy.
slide.
Yeah,
That's lit though. I've seen that ride, yo. That ride's fun.
that shit's crazy.
That's
yo.
just at Wonderland.
That shit's more. That's crazier than the
But
Wonderland.
that's bigger.
though.
Yeah, that's bigger than Wonderland's.
Yeah, yo, look, like the amount of shit that I've seen is just it's endless. Like, look,
Bro, what?
What?
Wait, what?
I'm that
It's like
man
a
though. This is the
whole-
type of shit I want though. Like I
Yeah.
want that. Yeah, I want those like hidden spots
Car
in my
lift.
house and like cool, innovative ways to like hide my shit. Oh fuck yeah!
Even just as a bedroom, like, and you just
Yeah.
emerge, like you're underground, and then
Just
when
come
you're
out
ready
the
to come
ground.
out, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's some practical stuff too, but now that I know that, like, I'll actually keep track of like sick things, and then I'll make
Yeah,
this
man.
little segment.
Need to see more of those.
Yeah, I sent Sampreet one. It's like this. It's like a tent that you can put on water.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like a raft tent.
And it
That would
just
be like, yo, that'd be
floats?
crazy if we could like we put that on the Rouge River and then just recorded. You know, we just filmed.
Jeez. That'd be wild.
Yeah, and then we go to the ocean.
That'd be crazy.
Like, yo, look at this.
In a gaming chair? That's
Yeah.
all. Oh my god.
It's a
That's
gaming chair?
Yeah.
That's sick, bro.
What the fuck? That looks like what's
They
that guy?
got like a arcade table.
What's that
thing.
guy from Sonic? The bad guy in Sonic, yo.
Yeah.
Eggman?
The Eggman, yeah.
Eggman, yo. It looks like his type of shit, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy.
Bro, they got shits, the paddle things.
What? You can get the shit you ride at Center Island, yo.
That shit from Jurassic Park that they were riding around in, yo.
Yeah. That's what it's going for? 2 racks, yo?
Yeah.
That should
This, yeah.
stop the dinosaur's teeth.
So wild.
Oh, I was actually looking at scooters like
The
these.
Vendies, yo. They got the Vendies, yo.
Oh, I can have a vending machine at my place?
That's sick.
That'd be crazy.
Bro, this has to be a YouTube series. Like
Yeah.
you buy this shit and then it comes and you you just see what happens. Like
Yeah, we wait until we get like 1 million subscribers and then we do a
some
house.
some sketchy truck come up to your house with all this shit.
Yeah.
and like drops it off. Like how does this get to your house? Like
That's what I mean. Like, I would
I don't
love
understand how it works.
to. Yeah.
And I'm kind of sketched. Like, what if you drop 40 grand and you get ripped off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look, they have shipping options. Like, apparently FedEx or DHL or like UPS.
DHL.
Some of this shit like that. Okay, so you buy that water slide. How the fuck is that getting to you?
Do I have to sign off on it or can you just leave it at the door? It's
Like, bro, I swear to God, that needs to be put on a flatbed of a truck.
Exactly. What if that doesn't fit in the neighborhood?
Like, I don't even know, man.
That's wild.
Yeah. Just so you know, just so everybody's aware of what's out there in the world of commerce. Like, if you have the money, you can buy these things, bro.
Yeah, man. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. I'm excited for mushrooms.
Oh yeah, me too.
We're going back on our mushroom adventures this Sunday.
The Mushroom Kingdom.
The Mushroom Kingdom. Sadly without Kevin. But I'll probably save a bit for next time, like maybe we chill.
No, we're not gonna do it all.
Yeah. We're doing like half of it pretty much or most of it.
Yeah, there'll be like enough for like another little sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
did you guys watch that mushroom documentary or the psychedelic documentary on Netflix? I didn't get around to it, but
no, I didn't.
Have you
What's it
heard,
called?
heard of it? It's I know it pops up.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I haven't seen it, but I saw it on Netflix.
Oh, right, you saw
No.
it.
Yeah. I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like, I feel like, you know, we've seen it. We saw it with the cannabis popularization or like legalization. Now it's this wave of psychedelics where it's like the same rollout where it's like first you get a documentary about all these people telling these stories about it and then you learn more about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, ultimately, we talked about this, it is going to be legalized and we're going to get the government descriptions about it and like, you know, information, and it's cool, but it's like I feel like with mushrooms it's one of those things where it's like you just gotta experience it yourself, you know. Like I've seen that documentary while I've been going through Netflix and I'm just like I've watched so many, you know, these little videos on YouTube of like people's stories and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch a whole thing about it anymore, like, you know.
Oh, I did. That's why I haven't watched it. I already know what they're gonna say. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's one of those things. I feel like if it's just you just got to start experiencing it for yourself, you know, like.
Yeah. No, this new mush wave is happening. You're right, man. It's literally the same thing again, like the same process as weed. Mushrooms are a little different because I think it is a little more of a hard. So the drug's not for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
I think within the masses, a lot more people can handle weed.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Mushrooms are a little more. Not everybody's going to be able to handle this. You know.
Yeah.
That'll
That's
take you
the main-
somewhere.
That's the main distinction. And then also the main distinction too is like they're kind of picking up the research on like how it can help mental health, you know, like
Yeah.
It's true.
taking back like what the original, or was LSD, it was supposed to be to treat like brain.
PTSD is one of them.
Yeah.
Some
And
cancers.
it's kind of just like, you know, in the 60s and 70s, there's like that combination of the government just like cracking down on all these things. So we're opening up these conversations again, you know.
Yeah, it all stems from Nixon. Nixon, when he was president, his crackdown on drugs, and LSD and psilocybin was the two drugs that they made illegal, and they were in the middle of doing research on these things. Like they were doing this research decades ago in the 80s and 70s. And then it just completely stopped. Like it just they put a pause on it because everything was made illegal and they weren't allowed to really research on it anymore. Until recently they picked it up again. So, I mean, they're relatively safe drugs. I mean, like I said, if you have, it's not for everybody. If you have issues with psychosis, if you have possible schizophrenia or lingering or have it, then this can cause problems. But weed's the same way though. So weed can affect schizophrenics, could trigger it. But
it happens, but it's rare.
Yeah. The main thing is it's not an addicting drug. And I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mushrooms was not created to be addicting. It's created.
They weren't even created, right? They just exist. Right?
They just exist.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. They're not an addicting substance.
That's the thing about weed and mushrooms, right? They're just herbs.
Yeah, they're just herbs. Like the addicting substances are the man-made shit, and they're made addicting for obvious reasons to profit. So that's why I think mushrooms should be legalized, because it's honestly at the end of the day not harming many people. You know, it can't cause any more harm than alcohol.
Yeah,
alcohol is way more harmful.
And the studies that they're going to be doing with like how it can help with mental health, like I'm very interested to see like where they can go with
that's where the main money is going. I think the pharmaceutical side of it more than the recreational side.
That's where marijuana was, but for mushrooms I think you're right. It's going to be experiments.
The recreational mushrooms might not happen for 10 years, but the medical stuff is happening now. Toronto just opened its first psychedelics clinic. It's actually a thing. Yeah, look it up maybe after, but they did to test with it. So, and I mean, there's companies opening up IPOs. You can invest in these companies now. So it's happening.
It's pretty lit still.
I'm excited to do it.
You guys were talking about where you wanted to
we just don't know where to do it because we don't know what all the rules are for shit. But
COVID, just I'm confused. I'm just not trying to get a fine, by accident. Especially while I'm high on mushrooms. Dude, I start freaking out, man.
Exactly. Ian suggested we go to Rouge Beach because it's kind of deep. There'll be people there, but we don't know. It should be not a lot, right?
Yeah. It is a Sunday though.
Them is I know sometimes that thing is flooded, like the entrance to get up there.
Yeah, facts. So if it's flooded, then that's gonna be a bitch. But
it should be okay. There hasn't really been any rain lately.
Yesterday's rain was crazy.
But that was maybe different.
Yesterday the skies were different, I seen that shit. I'm I seen a clear moon, but just lightning was going crazy. I was like, what the hell is going on?
You know how many people were outside watching that, yo?
Yeah.
You were. I see some people that I follow just outside, just chilling, watching it. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah, I was literally just watching it just for a little bit. Yeah. It
was a really good time. And then it started getting wild, and I was like, all right, time to go inside. My gutters are full. They're fucking spewing water, and it's shooting 6 feet and hitting my mom's car. I'm like, yeah, I'm cutting it. It's getting wild.
Yeah, where should we do it? Just a park.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm down for Rouge. I love a park too. If we could
What,
just
is there
set up.
other areas of the Rouge? Maybe not the beach.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to see it. I can't remember. Where else? You know, I was even thinking, you know, it'd be wild if we went near Scarborough Town Center. You know, that wooded area,
Mm.
like on
Oh,
Ellesmere. If we just walk
eh,
through there,
it's okay.
that's okay.
It's
I've been
nice.
in
It's pretty
there,
nice. Yeah, it's
but
not
it's pretty
bad.
nice. Like, it's a
That's
good. Like,
where
I think it's cute. Like,
that's where we wanted to do Nuit Blanche. Like that's where we were trying to think of an idea to have
oh,
some
sick.
in that area,
Oh, okay, okay.
like in the trees and stuff.
Yeah, that's sick.
Maybe.
But it's a cute walk. You know what I mean? And then we can go to like the Naked Man Park, whatever.
I don't know if there's anywhere to
Actually.
sit. Like, I just want to sit down.
Yeah, I know. I just want to sit down. I want to feel the earth.
Could go to
level
the
with
backwoods, but I mean, that's just
That's just deep.
yeah. Oh, you don't want to go? Okay. Plus that's
I want to, but it's just like if Kevin's not pulling up the
yeah. It's just weird.
yeah.
It's like that's always there, you know. Like that's
Yeah.
always something that's gonna like. Obviously, we're gonna do mushrooms.
We're gonna do that. Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
Yeah, fair
like,
enough.
It doesn't even matter when that happens. That like even if it doesn't happen in the next 10 years, like we
It's
know
happening.
that's happening. Yeah.
We're done, gone. We
Yeah.
live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We're coming back, and I'm going to the backwoods right there.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm just really excited, though. I'm really excited to just push it for the experience and really experience it this time, because last time it was just we were almost there, just didn't catch it.
Yeah, just as it was starting to get, trippy.
Yeah.
It kind of just died out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I think I'm gonna do the peanut butter sandwich.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm still gonna bring like peanut butter and then
Sure.
some bread.
Is there? Can you
Yeah.
can you cook them? Like, can you?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah. People cook.
So why
them.
don't people do that more than like just like throw it in like a lasagna?
And a regular meal.
Yeah.
We should.
Pasta.
We can. We can
Yeah.
totally. Like tea. Tea is really good. I suggested that, but if we're gonna go somewhere, it might be hard to make tea. So and keep it hot. So
Yeah.
Pizza.
basically you just
Yeah.
boil water
Bro.
and you literally break it down. Order a pizza, you said?
No, we can't even
Oh.
do that. I was gonna say, we should just go like sit on the GO train.
Jeez.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick. But I was like thinking like, oh no, we'd have to tell them where we're going though,
Mm.
Yeah.
or else they might like try and charge us or some shit. But yeah,
Oh yeah, you would definitely get checked at some point for your ticket. or
yeah,
something.
exactly. That would be sick though. Like if we just
Yeah.
went on the GO train, that'd be nasty.
Fuck, like that shit should be free right now. Like, how many people are using that?
Nobody's
Is it
using
even? Is it operating? Or
I don't even
it
know
has
if
to,
it's
right?
operating.
Yeah, like who checks that shit? Like, who cares?
I have no clue if that's operating.
Have you been on the TTC yet? I know Sanpreet said he went on a couple days ago.
Bruh, I haven't touched TGC in months. I don't even know what
Yeah.
it looks like.
He
I
said
have.
that. He said that so casual. I'm like, yo, you're wild. You know,
That's
That's
crazy.
that's like stepping into like the the
A beast's
like-
mouth.
yeah.
What?
It's like in basically every dystopian movie or where there's some virus or something outside.
If you're on the bus, you're
somebody
fucked.
went out and Sanpreet was just like, yeah, I went into zombie land. You're like, what?
Yo, bruh, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, shout out all the. I seen some of the buses. They're busy sometimes. I'm like, yo, shout out all the people who still gotta
Crazy.
use that shit, bro. Like
That's
yeah.
I feel bad for those people. Bro.
Yeah.
So bad, yeah.
I went on it a couple days ago.
Crazy.
How
How was it? What was it like being in the belly of the beast?
Honestly, it was dead.
It's probably fine.
Well, there was only like 7 people on the bus. They make you all they make you they cut off half the seats, so you can't really sit next to someone.
Yeah,
That should have been the rule from time anyway.
exactly.
You shouldn't be allowed to sit next to people on
No one
buses.
wants to. I know.
Especially when your knees buckled with a man in front of you. Like the streetcars in the city are stupid.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Those are
whack.
that was the worst idea they ever had. Was
That's a
the
dumbass
sitting-
seat, bro.
Yeah,
Even when they had them on the bus, it wasn't that bad, but it was still stupid.
yeah.
Because you're just knocking knees with a stranger, and I'm staring at you for what? You know what I mean? Like
And
my
it's
music
like
is
it's
not
like
doing it.
they're like 5'1", you know. It's not even like mans are
Yeah.
tall. It's like I'm 5'9", and there's like a 4'10" kid next to across from me, and we're still basically sitting on each other's laps. Like what the fuck?
Getting way too close.
Yeah.
Man's knees in between my legs. Like, pause. Get out of here. Like, who do you think you are, bro? This guy's knees are in between my legs. The fuck? She'll fight you. I'm really
We could go.
where?
The place we always go to where we shot our commercial for Vine.
Yo, people get robbed there.
Oh, never mind.
That's the only reason we were able to shoot that shit that day was because there's a group of us.
Facts. Never
Where
mind.
was
Bad
that
idea.
You know, I don't know. You haven't been there with me. I don't.
Bro, you're saying that now because you know how many times I've shot a bunch of photo shoots there, and it's just
Bro,
me and the
you're
model.
crazy, bro. People
Yeah,
get
I've
fucking
been-
jumped and robbed and.
I've
like,
been down there so many times in the daytime.
You know where on the DVP where it's that rainbow type of bridge?
Mm.
That's where it is. So like since I went to Domino's Collegiate,
Okay. Yeah.
we'd go down there and everybody like does drugs there. And
Yeah,
then on the weekends they have like bonfires and shit. But yeah, like people get jumped there all the time, bro.
True. I've been there fucking like several times.
You
Like,
should
sometimes,
climb
yeah,
up in those
sometimes
polar
you-
bears.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
that'd be crazy.
And then it starts moving.
Yeah, I've been on top of that that bridge over the DVP. It's wild, bro.
Mhm.
Fucking wild. And then there's like some homeless like not shelters, but there's like shelters inside the woods
Jeez.
that people were staying at, and then like one of the people at our school, they overtook one, and then like that's where people were like hanging out. I'm like, bro, this isn't fucking what this isn't. I don't know what kind of 80s movie this is, bro. But like people were out there in the fucking woods, like just chilling, like all the fucking like weird hipster kids in the woods by the fucking train tracks and the homeless guy's shelter, and they're hanging out, chilling, getting your dick sucked.
My God. Yeah.
Crazy. It was
Crazy.
lit though. It was lit. High school was fun. But yeah, we need to find a spot. Right now, it's Rouge Beach, but if we find a better spot or
I
something,
think Rouge Beach will be okay.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I just want to hang out on the beach.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Just
Or
chill.
if it's not cool, we can go down by the rocks. You know, there's like that big ass path.
Yeah,
There's like a few options.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
You could go like by that Gates Gully area too. That's not too hard to get to. It's just like
True.
Markham and.
Oh, let's go there, yo. Or is it just too much of a mission to get down there?
Actually, last time we took that walk.
It's
it was
a
kinda
bitch.
deep
It's
still,
so
but
yeah. That walk is steep. I remember the first time I almost died. The second time was
Yeah.
okay.
When we're
Yeah.
coming down off the high, we might not want to get back up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm
It's
gonna
not
be like,
steep. It's not steep. It's just long. That's
it's just long.
I'm
Yeah.
down though, because you're super isolated there. Like no one's gonna bother us.
But bro, we're gonna need a chopper out, bro. Like,
I'm actually voting for that one. I like
yeah,
that place.
chill. That's a deep walk, bro.
But I
That's
swear,
beautiful.
is there
As
no
that is.
area there that's like in that area? Is there like an easier way to get to the beach? I swear there is. Or at
I
least
swear
the
there is
water.
too, but
Yeah.
I swear it's a longer walk. It's like you have to start by, fucking like Guildwood
Mm,
and go down.
mm,
The Gates Gully is just right there, and it's just a steep walk. Well, it's not
Yeah,
steep. It's
yeah.
a long
yeah.
hill, and it's a bitch to walk up. Look at this guy's face, yo. You sicken me.
There's one area
I'm just looking.
in that guild area where I don't think there's access to go down, but it's like the cliff, so you can get that. You see like the over the water,
Yeah.
and it's still like you're technically still at the beach. It's just like you're above. You're on the top.
I was thinking there too. That's near me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got to do this place, yo.
Yo, chill,
I think it's
bro.
perfect.
Chill,
Dude,
bro.
bear mans are down there. I see
Share your
photos.
screen, yeah.
Chill.
Share that screen, let's see what you're looking at.
Chill, bro. Yeah, share
Okay.
the screen, bro.
Nah, forget it.
But chill at the same time.
I'm not gonna share it. It's fine.
No, share it, yo. This
All
guy's
right.
Pornhub up or something. Yo.
Yeah,
Share it,
that's exactly what. Nah, hold up.
Let's go to Gates Gully, yo. Yo, that song is crazy. I haven't listened to it in a minute.
That's just that one you don't even need to listen to, and you just know it's.
Yeah, you just know it's crazy.
Yeah.
You got the Gates Gully.
Yo, we should go to like Pickering, bro. Let's go to Pickering. Let's go to Pickering Beach.
How are we gonna get there?
Go train.
Yeah, if Go Train still.
I don't want to take the GO train back.
What do you mean?
See?
We don't
See,
have
there's
to
the
pay for that
path.
shit. Yo, you don't have to pay for the Go train.
Does this place look so peaceful?
It does. It looks amazing. Too bad.
There's people there too. Look how
Then
many
you'll
people
be
are
out
there.
of breath. Yeah, you'll be out of breath, dying on the
Yo,
ground.
if you can get me a driver, if we can take an Uber. Oh, we can take an Uber down to the beach.
To Rouge?
No, to the one near Gates Gully. Like there's a
Yeah.
I think even like the bluffs. We could take a.
Dude, I don't mind taking an Uber, or I was gonna take an Uber back probably. So,
All right, yeah. Look, so we'll take an Uber to the beach down by Scarborough Bluffs.
and then walk over to Gates Gully.
No. Take an Uber to the beach, and we'll chill at the beach there, where we shot Kevin's thing.
Oh, are we even allowed there though?
I think
Because
I
of
don't know.
COVID? Like I
I
don't know.
don't know. I think so.
I don't know. I'm trying to catch $1,000 fine.
We'll pull up in the Uber. We'll see. If not, then I'm not going to Gates Gully unless I'm getting a drive or a fucking helicopter.
Shout out Doris McCarthy though.
Yeah, shouts out Doris McCarthy still.
Oh, yeah, Wave's gonna be working out of the. Are we allowed to announce this? I don't fucking care anymore. Yeah, Wave's gonna be working with UTSC. I don't think we announced that publicly.
Okay, Liddy.
Yeah.
So it's now confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed, man.
Congratulations.
And the Doris McCarthy Gallery too. Yeah.
Sick. See, small, big things, all coming along. Everything's falling into place.
All these things, yeah. If people are trying to come after us, just go back and listen to all the things we've always mentioned about Scarborough, and it'd be pretty crazy to even just like at the end of this year to go back and see what we were talking about in that first podcast. Because I know at the first two, I think we were talking about Scarborough a lot, right? And
Yeah.
Toronto artists and stuff.
Yeah.
See what we were talking about then and what we might have been planning then and like what we've accomplished now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably already been so much different.
Yeah, it's been almost a year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's our anniversary again?
It's gonna be in September.
September.
So like if we're on 36 right now, then it'd be like in like 16 weeks or whatever.
That's right.
52 weeks or I think we took some time off or there's a couple we missed or something.
That was like sickness because we got COVID.
Yeah.
Then
there's maybe like 2 or 3
like winter shit, like holidays.
Yeah, so maybe like 15, let's say like 12 to 15 more weeks. It's probably like been a year.
Yeah.
Doesn't even feel, I still feel like we just started.
Yeah, exactly.
We have, man. Like that's what I think. Yeah.
Which I mean, that is true because we're gonna be like 500 deep just now, and then we did just start. You know.
I was gonna suggest. Do you guys want to go back in person soon? Maybe in a week or two.
Yeah, I'm down as long as Kevin's family's fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing Nui stuff, and so.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to start doing that again. Because again, it's only a few of us, so
I think the social things are out the window. So
yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to go on the TTC, I'm blessed. Yeah.
No, you'll get a ride.
Yeah. I'm fine.
So you're fine. Yeah, man. Might as well just end it here. Kind of run out of things to say. Said what we needed to say today.
Yeah. Well, Black Lives Matter. Thanks and shouts out to everybody that's out here supporting the movement. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see what's going on. I'm excited for mushrooms. And yeah, man. those are my final thoughts.
Yep.
This is the Lit Podcast. Lost in Talks Podcast, episode 36, the most lit pod in the world ever, even though I don't sound like I'm lit.
You sound pretty tired, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I don't know why.
Like 12:30.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't do a drink check. We gotta do a drink check.
Oh, drink check, yeah. I had my uncle put me on the coconut water and Ray Nephew.
Yeah, I seen your snap. I was
Yo,
like,
that seems like a good mix.
That's looking like a combo. Yeah,
Bro, that shit was smooth as. Yo, it's crazy. It's like you're drinking. People always say it's like you're drinking water, but I felt like I was drinking water.
Yeah.
Crazy, and I'm lit right now. It's great. It's great. So I have bare coconut water in my fridge right now.
I'm drinking water.
Oh, look at you staying hydrated.
Water?
Drinking water. I was drinking a Coors Light earlier, but now I'm drinking water.
What are you drinking, man?
Found the Crimson
Oh, a Crimmy.
in the Walmart. Yeah,
The Crimson Chin.
the Crimson Chin. Yeah.
I had a quick note on the Lost Craft. I said I had the sour, but there's another one. It's a Radler with juice, like real juice.
Uh-huh.
The juice,
It's like 2%, right? Yeah.
yeah, and the juice is from Fresh,
Oh, shit.
the vegan restaurant in Toronto.
Yeah.
They have a collab basically.
That's sick.
That's
So,
sick.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
How did it taste?
Sick.
It's good. It's sweet. I mean, it's not really like beer, but
Yeah.
and it is like low alcohol, only like 2.5%. So
Yeah,
you're not getting lit on
it's not
it,
even
but
alcoholic beverage. It's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a summer drink. Have it during the day.
basically, yeah. You get like a little tiny buzz, like you just kind of taste it, but
Yeah,
it's good though.
for sure. For shout.
Yeah, I gotta say this one is like the it's like like the red ale, like the British kind of thing style kind of beer. And when I was drinking it, it reminded me of like bars, like draft beer, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I miss that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that one too. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Lost Talks Podcast. Most Lit Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week.